Mr. Mojave, is there anything else?
Just want to know one aspect. In
Sure.
relation to, I think, number one, possible indication where our representation open up to the I did not take that question aspect of the responsible. However, indications are that if it comes to a such will be made and shown before the 21st day of August, which will be able to know if any progress that will be taken by the number one senior representation, with an application either for resolution or representation. Once the state has been asked about it, we will then accordingly ask. That is the only aspect which must be put on the 21st of August.
Thank you, Mr. Mojave. All right, thank you, Mr. McKay. Mr. Kodwa, your case is then postponed until the date arranged between parties, which is the 21st of August, 21 August, back to this court, 8:30. It is then for the state to reply to the further particular request. The state will also then engage with Mr. Small-Smith on your behalf, Mr. McKay, to find out whether he wished to follow the same route. Alternatively, it is important to impress upon Mr. Small-Smith to make sure that whatever route he intends following, whether it's further particulars or a representation or both, he needs to please submit these as soon as possible in order to get a speedy reply. Both your bail is extended, same conditions as before. From the submissions made, the list of 6 names of state witnesses, which will then bring that bail condition of no contact in play or in operation. Please refrain from making contact with those listed witnesses. If for whatever reason they come across your path, please avoid them and turn around and walk away for the time being under the circumstances. Do you understand, Mr. McKay? Mr. Kodwa? Thank you. You may stand down.
Your Worship, that concludes my role. Might I be excused?
Thank you. You're
And
excused.
similarly, I will personally make sure Mr. Ian Small-Smith does what has to be done.
Thank you. I appreciate.
Thank you, Your
Appreciate.
Worship.
Here with me, Advocate Majavo. Thank you very much for your time. We in court, you can tell us what transpired in court today.
For the benefit of the viewers, I don't practice as counsel. I can take Zola Majavu anytime. Yes, I appeared on behalf of Mr. Kodwa this morning, and I also stood in on behalf of my colleague, and I appeared on behalf of Mr. McKay. The case was postponed to the 21st of August, 2024. The reason for that is that on behalf of Mr. Kodwa, I submitted an extensive application for what we call further particulars. What had happened was on the last occasion, I was given the content of the docket, which spans about 1,351 pages. So I perused all of those pages and I realized that there were certain gaps and certain questions that need answers. And on the basis of that, I then formulated a formal and a substantive application to the state to ask them to answer specific questions which I believe go to the heart of the allegations against my client. They confirmed receipt of those, and they have asked me for an opportunity to consider my request, and they require time to do so, which is fair. And that is why the matter is postponed to the 21st of August, hoping that between now and then, they will hopefully provide me the answers that I want. If not, when we come to court on the 21st, I will then indicate to the court what my position is regarding their reply or non-reply. So it is nothing out of the ordinary. That's what good lawyers do for their clients.
These are serious charges against your client. Is this a winnable case?
Look, of course, they are serious charges, and I'm always one who respects my opponents. If the state believes that it's a winnable case, I want to grant them the benefit of the doubt. The onus is on them to prove my client's guilt beyond reasonable doubt. I'm not excited about this. I'm not fazed by the case. I know what I know, and I know the questions that I have put to them. I will only comment at the appropriate forum once I have received a reply to my questions. I'm not going to litigate over the media. I do what I do, and I do believe that I will do my utmost best on behalf of my client. Whether or not it's winnable, it depends which perspective you're looking at it from. I have every intention to win for my client. The state has every intention, I would imagine, to win for the state. But that is not how I practice lawyering.
Yeah, but maybe you can say that if there are gaps on the side of the NPA, then you can use them against them.
That's what good lawyers do. I intend using every gap to the benefit of my client. That is why I formally wrote to them to say, gentlemen, I have these questions that need answers. It would be silly of me and disrespectful if I start commenting about that until I receive a reply. Maybe they have answers to my questions. So let's wait and see.
Thank you very much for your time. That was Zola Majavu representing former Arts and Culture Minister Zizi Kodwa. He is convinced that this is a winnable case. He's saying that he has realized that there are certain gaps there on the NPA's case, and then he is saying that he is sure that this is a winnable case. I have to say, for now, back to you in studio.
All right, Calvin Dudla, thanks very much indeed. Calvin is live to us there from the Palm Ridge Magistrates Court. Once again, we appreciate the time.